Alright, I'm going to try and finish filling in this hole. I already filled in all of this in an earlier video. So today I'm going to fill in this part. And then I'm going to use this plastic welder from Harbor Freight and see how it works. I don't like them because the tip is so big and it gets a lot hotter than my soldering iron. So I'm going to try and see if it'll smooth out the finished product. So I've already got my soldering iron heated up. So I'm going to put this somewhere where I won't bump it, where it won't hit any wires or anything, because it will melt them in a heartbeat. So I'm just going to take the tip and start melting the piece of scrap. Just don't leave your soldering iron in one spot very long, because it will melt through pretty quick. Just kind of gently push down on it. And once it's clear and pretty much melted, then just go across the piece, cut it off. And then kind of melt the edges around the hole to bond it together. And then use the edge of the tip to kind of smooth it out. And then let it cool for a minute. You can blow on it to cool it off a little faster. And once you got one spot done, go to the next. Do the same thing. Just kind of go down, go across the end of the plastic down towards the roll mold, and just kind of slowly melt as wide of a piece as you need to cover the hole. And then cut it off. And don't pull too hard on it, or you'll pull that melted piece off. And you can, on this piece, I can reach inside and kind of go across it with my thumb, make sure it's not pushed in too far. But you don't want to hold your thumb on there because it's very hot. And it will burn your thumb or finger or whatever you're using. I'm just kind of do it at different angles so that you kind of follow the curve. And then there's still a little bit of a gap right across here on this edge. So I'll melt a little bit more. And that's filled in now. Kind of smooth it out a little bit. Reach inside and sure it's following the contour. And I'll melt a little bigger piece to cover this area. You can see it's getting clear. It's not quite liquid yet, but it's getting there. You don't want it to get that hot. And I think that'll be big enough, so I'm just going to kind of cut it off. And you can see it's big enough to cover that hole up. So now I'm going to kind of push it into the hole. I kind of get it really hot, really soft, so that I can smooth this part out here out, so that it won't be so noticeable. You have to look at it at different angles, especially on a curved place like this, to make sure that it is not bulging out on one side or the other. Just kind of take the edge and go across it, and don't leave your tip in one spot too long. And it's not that hard. And you're never going to get it perfect, but you want to get it as looking as good as you can. There's a little bit of a bulge in a few spots, but when you're looking at it straight on, you won't really be able to tell. Now that I got that kind of done, I'm going to try something new. I'm going to use this guy from Harbor Freight and see if will help smooth that whole thing out. Now, these get a lot hotter than the soldering iron, so you have to go fast. That's kind of why I don't like using it, because it gets so hot. The hotter you get the plastic, the more of it will turn this kind of light brown color, like you can see along here around the hole. Right in here you can see it, but it's fairly smooth. I mean, you can, if you go look at it up close, you can see it. But how many people are going to be, a foot or two away from your blowhole, unless they're trying to steal it? Okay. Stick that back over there where it's not going to touch anything. set it right here for now and watch it. Now I'm going to take the camera off and show you different angles. You can see it looks kind of bad, but when you go over here, it follows the curve pretty close. There's some low places you can see, the brown areas you can see, but if you get over here, can't really see it from there, but right here's the patch. It's a little rough right in there, but not too bad. And it's fairly smooth. I'm going to take the soldering iron and kind of smooth out this little spot. See if I can get this spot right here. Probably get it off. Heat it up a little bit and scrape that off. So it's not too bad. And it's stronger than epoxy. That's why I prefer doing it this way than using epoxy in a milk jug if I can, because it's stronger than if you use epoxy in a milk jug. And it doesn't take very long at all to do it. So there you have it. You can see over here, these holes. There was a hole here, one here. I didn't get them quite as flat, but they're down close to the bottom where when she's standing up, I'll stand her up on the floor and you can see. See, she'll be standing on the floor or on the ground, and that area right in there is where the patches are from standing up. It's not that noticeable. Her paint's pretty much faded, but I'm not going to repaint this one. But other than those areas, she's in pretty good shape. And she will be going up for sale pretty soon. If you learned anything or you liked the video, click the like button, and if you want to see any future videos that I make, click that subscribe button. And thanks for watching.